this Hari Katha will give all the devotees eyes to see Krishna. We all want to see Krishna, feel Krishna, but need to have the requisite eyes to see Krishna. All devotees of Krishna, they don't perceive Krishna the same way. All sampradayas, all paramparas have their particular way of worship, particular bhav of worship. A particular bhav every sampradaya holds on to. Through those bhava netras, eyes anointed with love of that bhava, a devotee can perceive Krishna, can feel Krishna, can relish Krishna. We really need to know how to see Krishna, how to feel Krishna. Hari Katha is non-different from Hari. Absolutely non-different. If there is proper anugatya of the prominent acharyas, if the anugatya is there, in just one Hari Katha, one will be able to perceive Krishna. One will be able to feel Krishna. One will be able to see Krishna. Such is the power of anugatya of the Mahavani, of the Nitya Siddhacharyas. Krishna, when he was in the arena of Kansa, fighting, wrestling arena, many people saw him. But were they able to see the same way? Some people saw him as death personified. Some people saw him as their own very little dear child. Some devotees saw him as transcendental Cupid, the Kamadeva. Some saw him like that. And some ordinary. So, God is not like human being, that anyone who sees that person will see him the same way. Krishna, the name has so much of rasa. But this oceanic person, oceanic sweetness, Krishna, one can relish as per the kind of love one develops for him. See, Krishna is Aptakam, the Supreme Brahm, Purnabham Sanatanam, is Aptakam, it doesn't need anything. But he becomes desperately attracted to a devotee's love. The particular kind of love a living entity wants to worship Krishna, perceive Krishna, he also becomes that desperate to relish that flavor of love from that devotee. So, here we are in Radhakund. What for? To see Krishna? Actually, gradually you will realize Gaudiya Vaishnavas are not very much interested in this. So how do the Gaudiyas see Krishna? Gaudiya Vaishnavas means those who have taken shelter of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Chanting Hare Krishna, taken shelter of Mahaprabhu. And what is the supreme goal of Gaudiya Vaishnavas? What is the supreme goal? The supreme goal of Gaudiya Vaishnava is simultaneously Gaudiya Vaishnavas have two swarupas. One as a 12-year-old Brahman in Nitya Navadvip as a servant of Sriman Gaur Sundar, and the second swarup is of a Manjari in the Braj pastimes of Shri Radha and Krishna. I am choosing very specific words. I asked, what is the supreme goal of Gaudiya Vaishnava? Is this sentence right? No, it is not. What is the only goal of Gaudiya Vaishnavas? If there is some supreme goal, there can be some intermediate goals also. No. What is the only goal? What is the only thing Gaudiya Vaishnavas are interested in? That is Radha Dasyam. As a Manjari of Radharani. This is the only goal, not the supreme goal. So, is this goal meant to be achieved at the last moment of life? Is a goal of life for a Gaudiya Vaishnava to become a Manjari, or it is the goal of every year you live by? Every year your goal is Premai Seva of Yugal, isn't it? Your life, the goal of your life is Premai Seva of Yugal. Then what should be the goal of your every year? Premai Seva of Yugal. Then what should be the goal of your every month you live? Premai Seva of Yugal. And what should be the goal of every week you live? Premai Seva of Yugal. Then what should be the goal of every day? No prizes for guessing. Premai Yuga Seva of Yugal. And what should be the goal of every hour? Premai Seva of Yugal. And what should be the goal of every minute? Premamai Seva of Yugal. And what should be the goal of every moment? Every moment Premai Seva of Yugal. We are not worshippers of Lord Krishna. We are worshippers of Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna. Not Krishna. Radha Krishna. To be able to do Premai Seva of any person, we need to know what do they expect, how they should be served. So if the goal of Gaudiya Vaishnavas is to serve Yugal, they need to learn the expertise in which the Yugal can be served, the Yugal can be seen. They need to know. What do you mean by loving? Loving means manomai. As per their mind, as per their feeling at that moment. So we need to know very clearly all the dynamics of Braj Leela. So to be able to serve Shri Yugal, Premamai Yugal Seva, if you want to do, then you need to know all the dynamics of the spiritual world of Goloka. How to see Krishna. How to see Krishna. For this, we can start with a little tour of Braja. We were in Radha Kund. Radha Kund, you know what? Yugal performs their midday pastimes in Radha Kund. Do you know what happens before that? How do they come? What do they do? Krishna is actually interested only in Radharani. She is the seed of pleasure for Sri Krishna. The seed, the transcendental seed. Only for meeting Radharani, Krishna does all his activities. He goes for cow herding only for meeting Radharani and for no other reason. Radharani is married. So how much troubles, how many things they have to pass through before meeting. It is right now unimaginable for us. But through the Granthas of Shad Goswamis, Rup Rapi Ari Manjari, who are our Acharyas, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, they are Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, they were Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, and they will always will be. No one can replace them. They are the main Manjaris, Ashta Manjaris. If one is a Gaudiya Vaishnava, he has to be a proper Rupanuga. Shri Krishna goes for herding cows, and then the moment he goes for herding cows, his mind reels towards Radharani, meeting Radharani. So with very few sakhas, Madhumangal, Subal, Dhanishta and Vrinda, he just goes away from the cows and his sakhas, and he has a meeting at Kusum Sarovar. At Kusum Sarovar they plan how I can meet Radharani. It's a very big thing. It's a village. Everyone is with the wheel on their head, and everyone is very possessive about the females. And Radharani is married, and he wants to meet a married woman who has a very strict mother-in-law, then sister-in-law. It's a very, very tough atmosphere. And then he plans like a young boy will. Oh, how can I get Radharani now? Dhanishta, why don't you help? Madhumangal, you suggest something. See, if I send you, Subal, or Madhumangal, or Vrinda, Jatila, she will never allow Radharani to come. She will just chastise you and scold Radharani as well. I think you can't help me in this regard. Dhanishta, why don't you do one thing? I have a solution. You go to Kundalata. Kundalata, Jatila is very favorably disposed towards Kundalata. If you go and ask for some puja, then you can take Radharani, then Jatila will not say no. So like this they are planning, say yes, this is a nice idea. Then all of a sudden, Tulsi Manjari and Kasturi Manjari, they come in. And Krishna knows that, and everyone knows that the Manjaris, they don't leave Radharani even for a second. They can't live without Radharani. If Kasturi is there, Radharani has to be there. So their eyes lit up. Oh, Radharani is about to come. Have you come alone? They asked. Before answering anything, Tulsi Manjari gives a garland made by Radharani. It is not like garland made by any living entity in this world. It is made by Radharani. It is full of love, nature. The flowers are very aromatic and their fragrance is increased by the fragrance of Radharani's lotus hands. And then all her passionate love for Krishna is also there in that garland. The moment Hari sees that garland, his eyes becomes wide, his heart becomes pulsated with love. He just loses his senses just by seeing the garland. And Madhumangal, when he is seeing everything, he sees this every day. He knows Krishna's situation when he sees anything made by Radharani. Then Madhumangal laughing all the way laughing, he has gone mad. And then he puts up the garland at Krishna's neck, and Krishna's hair stand on end. This is the way we have to say Krishna. One who is totally mad for Radharani. The moment you offer him a garland, touched by Radharani, his hair stands on end. When we offer garland to Krishna during Thakur Seva, deity worship, should not offer straight. Touch it with Radharani's hand, then put. And then perceive his hairs are standing erect. Then he asks, oh, you have come. Then he looks at the way. Where is Radharani? Tulsi? Everyone knows, even in dreams you don't leave Radharani. Where is Radharani? He says, oh, she has not come. Why? Oh, she was at home and she was trying to churn butter through a pot of water. And Jatila saw that. And Jatila scolded her very badly and said, just be at home. So she is not coming. Then Krishna, that supreme personality of Godhead Krishna, he became depressed. Oh, she is not coming. Please don't lie to me. It doesn't befit a person like you. Then Vrinda and Dhanishta, they look very menacing way towards Tulsi. Hey, don't torture Krishna like this. Actually, Radharani, she has just sent me ahead. She was coming for Surya Puja only. She has sent me ahead to know where you are going to meet her. Which kunj you want to meet Radharani? She has sent me just in front. She is just coming. Then he has a sigh of relief. He has a sigh of relief and he gives his flowers on his ears, the champak flowers, and he gives his garland. And then he requests to kindly bring her as soon as possible. And he says, please don't play such jokes like me. This doesn't fit. I go totally into depression. Then after a while, Tulsi goes with Brinda Devi, Tulsi Manjari, to bring Radharani. Then after a while, Rupa Manjari comes to see that what is happening, how Radharani can come. This is not an easy thing. The Sakhi Manjaris, they do these things. Rupa Manjari comes and she talks to Krishna. He asks, where is Radharani? Then she starts relating what happened to her. She says, Radharani was just thinking you are in the forest walking barefoot, and just by thinking this way, she was fainting time and again. So he said, Radhe, the Manjari said, Sakhi, you don't worry. Krishna is very happy when he walks barefoot on the land of Braja. He becomes very happy. The moment she hears barefoot, she again faints. Then somehow they get her up. Then again, you don't worry. When Krishna walks on Braja, there are no stones or any such thing. The moment she hears the word stone, she again collapses. You want to do Premamai Seva of Radha Krishna? You need to know how is your Radha and how is your Krishna. It is not mere offering of agarbatti. Your life, Radharani, she is just about to die out of pangs of separation from Krishna. Can you see your Lord of your life dying? Radharani Praneshwari dying? It is not as simple as I am telling you. You know what does faint mean? Collapse. She breaks in sweat, tears. Every part of her body is drenched in tears, sweat. Then what do the Manjaris do? Manjaris, they take a prasadi garland of Krishna and put it near nostrils of Radha. Oh, Sham is here. Sakhi said, I was telling you, Sham is here only. Acha? Yeah, this is fragrance of Sham. Where is Sham? Oh, he is inside your house only. Where is he? Let me look. Then she starts searching all the way in her house. Then again, Sham is not there. This Rup Manjari is relating to Krishna. So what is your service as a Manjari? First to be with Radharani, to soothe her all her pains, and then to go to Krishna and tell everything about what happened to Radharani. Krishna, when he hears all this, then she says, what happened then? Then Tulsi Manjari said, she said, my curse on my fate, my life, I should go to hell. I believed in these Sakhis, Manjari's words, that Krishna is here. Krishna is not here. I believed in their words. Better I die. She curses herself very badly. And then she again breaks out in sweat. Can you imagine any of your relative, family member, when that person breaks out in sweat, some kind of attack comes? You know what the situation is at home? Can you imagine? That is the situation there. Just standing and collapsing. Boom, that moment, that very place. And we have to serve in that way. Somehow keep her alive. So that is why Rupa Manjari, he just went running to Krishna to somehow arrange a meeting as soon as possible. Radha Rani just cannot live without Krishna. So when Krishna hears everything, he becomes very, very sad. Very sad. Unable to speak, utter even a single word. When your loved one is about to die, your friend or wife or kid, how despondent you are going to be? He becomes like that. He just cannot speak anything. Then it is Madhu Mangal, you speak. Madhu Mangal is Krishna's best friend, Subal Madhu. Then he takes a garland out of Krishna and gives to Rupa Manjari. He says, go immediately and give it to Radharani. Then when Radharani is about to she is about to leave her body, then the garland comes. Why? She Rupa Manjari. Then she becomes alive and then she comes to, she goes to meet Krishna. So, we have to do bhajan. What is bhakti? What is bhakti? Sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti, devotional service or practice. It is a bhakti means a practice done to achieve a certain goal. Goal of life is? Goal of year is? Goal of moment is? Yeah. So we have to just catch hold of lotus feet of Rupa Raghunath. Rupa Raghunath pade hoi beakuti tabit me preet jugala piriti. Until as we have love for lotus feet of Rupa Raghunath, their writings, you know these writings, this Vilap Kusumanjali, Chatu Pushpanjali, Rupa Goswami's writing, they are Vangamai Murti of Radha. They are Radha Rani only in words, these granthas. So the adhyayana of these granthas immediately brings you in direct contact with Radha Rani. The way Rupa Manjari sees, the way Rati Manjari sees. Exactly on that platform. So, how do Rupa Manjari or the other Manjari see Radha Rani? How do they see Krishna? How do they see Krishna? How do they see Radha Rani? Huh? राधा कृष्ण लीला ए अति गूढ़तर दास्य वात्सल्य भाव आदि ना हो गोचर. This Radha Krishna Nikunja Leela, their intimate pastimes, they are very, very confidential. They are not even perceived even by those in Vatsalya Ras. Nand Yashoda cannot perceive. Dasya Vatsalya Bhav Adi na hai gochar. One needs to have the Bhav Netras. But of Vatsalya Bhav, no. Sakhya Bhav, no. Only of the Manjari Bhav. The special Netras are required. And who will give those Netras? The Anugatya of these Manjaris only. Actually, Raghunath Das Goswami tells in many scriptures like Swak, Sankalpa, Stotra and many scriptures he has written that we are not actually interested in Krishna. Gaudiya Vaishnavas are not interested in Krishna, in seeing Krishna. You know what is the anthem, main mool mantra of Manjaris? National anthem, you know, anthem. What is the anthem of Manjaris? Amar Ishwari Hon Vrindavaneshwari Pranat Bali Bhaji Girdhari. Amar Ishwari, my Ishwari, my goddess, my everything is Radha Rani. And I worship Krishna just because he is the Lord of Radharani. He is life of Radharani, nothing else. There is no independent desire to see Krishna, independent desire to meet with Krishna, to embrace Krishna or anything. The Gaudiya Vaishnava worship Krishna only because he is related to Radharani. What does Prabodhananda Saraswati say? He says, Jagrit swapna sushuptishu spurtu me pada radha padabjo chata vaikunte narke athva nagatir mam anyastu radham vina. He says, Jagrit swapna sushuptishu. Jagrit, when one is awakened, or swapna, when one is in dream, or sushuptishu means deep sleep. In any of these states, what does the Gaudiya Vaishnava want? Radha Padabja Chata. It doesn't want anything else other than the lotus feet of Radharani. That's all. Vaikunthe Narke Athva. Prabodhananda Saraswati, even if I am in Vaikuntha or I am in Narak, hell, what do I want? Mam gatir na anyastu. Mam gati. I have nothing. I have no gati. Na anyastu radham vina. Leaving Radharani, I don't want anything in Vaikuntha or hell or anywhere. What are the three states anyone lives in? Jagrit, you are awakened, or you are sleeping, or you are in a dream state. In every state he just wants lotus feet of Radharani. What does Raghunath Das Goswami say in Milad Kusumanjali? Padabjayusvina vardasya नान्यत कदापि सम्ये किल देवी जाचे सख्याय तो मम नमोस्तु नमोस्तु नित्यम दास्ताय ते मम नमोस्तु नमोस्तु सत्यम. He says, Raghunath Das Goswami, Padabjayosvina vardasya. I just want the excellent service of your lotus feet and nothing else. I offer my pranam to all your friendships like Lalita Visakha. I don't want that. I don't want that ever. I only want the service of your lotus feet. That's all. Nityam, and this is Satyam. I offer my obeisances from a great distance to your friendship. But I want the service of your lotus feet. Manjaris enter those places which even Lalita Vishakha cannot enter. Prabodhananda Saraswati says, Dure snigdha parampara vijayatam dure surina mandali bhrityaha santu vidurata brajpatir anya prasangaha kutaha. It means, Dure snigdha parampara. The Radha Krishna's pastimes, we the worshippers of Radha Krishna, this Radha Krishna pastimes, Dure snigdha parampara. Those who are in paternal affection for Krishna, they are very, very far away from them. Dure Suhrin Mandali. The Sakhas of Krishna, the Radha Krishna pastimes are very, very far away from them. Bhritya Santu Vidurato. Of course, when they are so far away from the paternal affection and the Sakhya Bhav, then the servants of Krishna, the Jaktak and Patrak, they are very far away. But Brajpati Anya Prasangaha Kutaha. When they are far away from the Braj devotees, then what to talk of other devotees who worship the Lord in other forms like Rama and Narsimha and any other form. Gaudiya Vaishnava's worship means only Radha Krishna's worship and Panchatattva worship and nothing else. Bhakti means Premamai Bhakti. The moment we forget this word Premamai, then we do this Khichdi Bhakti. Little bit of Ram, little bit of Narsimha, little bit here, little bit there. No. One has to be focused.